Hi, I'm Gemma. Welcome to Create Studio. Today we're creating at home and we're making a rustic backyard garland that you can use just little scraps of fabric for. So the couple things you're going to want to have is some fabric bits, and I have a few here. Just whatever, these are samples. Whatever kinds of fabric pieces you have. We're going to make a garland this was one I made a long time ago, and I sewed this one on the machine, but today we're going to be putting it together just with a stapler. So you'll need your fabric. I thought it would be fun to have a little kind of fancy trim. I'm cutting all my pieces into strips, so I have strips of each of my colors, and I did 2 of each, and then I'll do I'll do probably 6 of this one to go in between, and that'll probably give me a good 3 feet of garland when I'm done. So we're just cutting these off into the pieces we want. So this is a fun project for families to do together, parents and kids. You can make your garland very kid-like, very playful. You can make it very rustic, grown-up, family time-like. It can be perfect for putting even in addition to your backyard. It can go on your mantle at a different, particular time of year. It can go in a kid's bedroom. It can go on the front door. Mine hangs in my kitchen with a big blackboard. So you can do different things that you want to do. So I've got all my little strips cut, and I did an eyeball guesstimation. I am not being precise. And although I cut mine out, I've also been known, which on the garland that I had my sample, you can just tear your fabric. So I've done that too before. You just do a little snip and then tear it, and it'll tear a straight line. So we're going to gather string. That I'm using just a regular rope piece, but you can use kind of a sisal rope, but you can use regular twine for kitchens, or you can use ribbon, lots of different things. So we're just taking ours I have a good 3 feet of length, and I'm going to wrap one of my pieces over the top. And I actually want to have all mine the different lengths. So this is where the stapler comes in. So I've stapled it on both sides, and then I'm just going to use my stapler to put it in place. So you're seeing the back side of the stapler, that's the front. And like I said, if you don't want it to show, then you can use a hot glue gun to do it, or you can sew it on the sewing machine. Now I'm going to use my longer piece because I kind of like the idea of them all being different lengths. You can play around with this and just have a fun time. All of the projects we do here are about just exploring and creating in your own way and doing the things that look good to you and being inspired that way. So I'm just going to assemble a few so you can see them and get the idea, and then you can dive into finding the things you want to create your garland out of. This is kind of like a prompt for you to just get started. And I'm going to I've got my pieces on, and you can decide how close or how far you want all your pieces to go. They look more interesting when they get to be the whole length. So I think of this as like a rustic rag garland because of the nature of the way you're putting it together, and then you'll just repeat. So I've got purple, and then I've got a plaid, and then I've got a lace, and then I've got a linen, and I'm going to repeat the same thing again. And just have a fun time with it. Your pieces don't have to be specific. I cut mine about 1.5 inches wide by that's about 8 inches long. That's my shorter piece. And then I had the plaid, which was a lot longer. That was about 12 inches. So you can choose all the different lengths you want to do and just have fun and play with it. We love doing this project with you today, and we'll look forward to seeing you for the next one. Have a great day.